What do I think the rate is for someone to live there?
Yeah.
It's probably a lot. It's probably a lot.
What do you think?
Probably $1 million a day.
What do you think the rate? What do you think the rate is for Kanye?
What do you think Kanye's paying?
The Suns win the opening tip. They'll have it first as we get going in the desert.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay. Ed, you can't lunge like that.
I know, really not. Totally. I think they're still doing other shit. He's in the loft somewhere.
Why chicks always pull out their baby?
Screen coming.
Why are you big shaming them? Big of America shaming.
Booker, deep right corner.
Yo, my God.
5 on the shot clock for Phoenix.
That's garbage.
Setting up the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Away, mama. Back in your little Steve man.
Danny Green.
How about Buffalo Wings?
It's Suns ball.
Yes, you are. What was I saying? I didn't even say nothing. You little Michael clutch.
Russell. Now to Booker, down low.
I just hope everybody sees who's
It was right there.
Yo, Mom, we play. I got the hummus. Like, it's cool. Put your little red card
Throws it
away.
down.
This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Bank of America.
Russell in the front court. Looking to make something happen. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Put that away.
A pass.
Oh my God! Why does he
Now push it. Let's attack
weekly
the
do
transition
that?
so we can build this lead.
You don't even know you don't got it.
And he buries it.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the
She's
screen.
really about making moves, and my old
To James.
won't work.
You see the TV card.
Yeah, that means they be in
Anthony
business.
Davis. Let's it go.
First of all,
Anthony Davis. 2 shots coming for his career.
hey, that's the first thing they
79%
say on the TV. Say, yo, we open on Sunday, come through. Stop. Now, all day Sunday. I used to be trying to get back with my chick on a Sunday.
Misses the
Now I'm
first.
at the bank. What? Oh,
You lied.
word.
We not gonna bank on Sunday.
Fool. Nah, she was at the bank. She started telling me about all the perks that came with TV banking on Sunday service.
And
Then
he's
we
able
wasn't
to
even
hit the
talking about
second
getting back
after
together
missing
no
that
more. It was
first
just
one.
about banking.
Boy, it's up already now.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get back. They come back in the car, get T-Mobile bill,
To Porter.
Sprint bill.
There's no sprint. Sprint.
Oh, wait.
It's like Spirit Airlines and fucking nobody.
Shots no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both.
We just gonna lock in together.
Yo, let's just team up. Let's make one that's worse than anything we've ever done. Why the fuck would I sign up to the
Knocks down the
Sprint
first.
T-Mobile package party? I'm talking as if AT&T didn't tell me I had a grandfather playing unlimited data for a year or whatever, only to not have any of it. Huh?
2 for 2 on that trip.
They kept telling people, hey, you got unlimited, It wasn't do that. Moving right on.
Come in.
I'm saving that spirit topic because that was the topic that we were talking about.
Hey.
Planes, purchase.
It was lame. She had a wedding.
Which got me thinking.
Scores from the post.
I don't know. We might not have no car.
I see the confidence building.
The truck is shit. Your mom going in the car, in the new car. She's supposed to be going all day because it's all-day wet. It's like a multi-placed
Nice, easy
thing.
basket.
That's called a grown
If
man
we're
play.
buying
Ed.
routes,
Someone's
then
trying
the
to get
route
featured
that
on
Spirit
SportsCenter
buys
tonight.
is 6 hours, 7 hours to LA, and the Delta
To
route
Porter.
that they buy is Uber Black.
Anthony Davis.
Oh,
Back to
he
my
just blocked that
1920
shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball
Just
back.
thinking about how long it should take to get quick, if it could. Like they were talking about Elon Musk figuring out a way for the train to get us to London in an hour. Right?
The
How long
Suns with
would
4
it
to shoot.
really
To
take with
Porter.
all our technological advances?
D'Angelo
What the
Russell.
fuck was that shit?
D'Angelo Russell hits.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
I know.
Yes, and a foul. They have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throws good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to
Hold
1.
on. Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson versus Disney or Disney Plus or Pocono. Disney Plus
Suns with
Plus.
the basketball.
Scarlett Johansson sues Disney for breach of
To
contract over Black Widow release.
Takes
Disney's
stock of the
decision to
floor.
release Black Widow
Russell.
on Disney Plus at the same time
And
in
look
theaters.
out.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
playing the Marvel superhero. In a lawsuit filed Thursday in Los Angeles Superior Court, attorneys for Johansson
Here comes
alleged
the
that the
screen.
star's contract was breached.
Lobs
The
it
studio
up.
opted not to debut the film exclusively in theaters. The move they claimed depressed
Russell
ticket
with it
sales
up top.
for the Avengers.
Leads 3.
The move they claimed depressed ticket sales for the Avengers.
Kelly Oubre with the finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to
But
knock
none
down
of the
some
bonuses
threes.
kicked in. The numbers
Come in.
allegedly are down on this. I think
To Russell.
312 million or whatever it did. As we look at it. And now Scarlett.
Yes, D'Angelo Russell. That's now 5 in a row. Without
What?
a
Start
single
over and some other stuff playing in here.
Found
Equals
the
high
video of
percentage.
me and Tamar,
Davis ball.
like losing our minds to
coming.
the song.
Davis
Plus, this is happening a couple times.
surveys the floor to Davis. Down low.
What
And
song is
finishes
it?
Strong.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
Performance at the box office. They're saying, so now you split that. You give people an option
he
to stay
had it.
home or go to the movie theater. People, especially now with COVID and all that's going on, couldn't, or just laziness, can allow
And counted at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Russell. Here comes the screen. Russell goes to the right
You're
side.
not going to give me the same contract.
Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
And a throw down. Jay, this is getting...
Why was y'all freaking out on the?
If you're the
Not like
defense, you
freaking
have
out.
to
We
do
were not freaking out. We were like,
box and one. Maybe throw a
we were
zone.
dancing and singing to
The
it.
kitchen sink
But
because he's putting on a
it was
show
so
in the
weird.
first
And
quarter.
in the video, Tamar's missing one of her teeth.
Kyle Kuzma sends it away.
Why is she missing one of her
That's why a
teeth?
rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And 2 for Indy.
No, we got him when we went the other day.
For basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Now the Suns coach.
The video's from
Signal
2
for a
years ago.
timeout as they'll talk
Yeah,
things
sounds
over
about
in a
right.
one-point
Been that
basketball
long since
game.
it came out.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
We're in my room.
I
At
pay
like
for
17.
HBO.
Really?
I pay for it all. But when I
To
pay
the Kill
for it,
Bridges.
that's it for me. So whatever movie comes out on HBO Max, I'm assuming I'll be seeing.
Knocked loose.
I don't have
It's a
to-
turnover as they head the
I
other
don't
way.
live in church. They charge extra every year.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the rest to go the whistle.
Come on, how do y'all?
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Yeah, they gave that free for Christmas.
They do it.
Mikal
They do it.
Bridges
That's
to
what
Russell.
They do it. They're standing right here. They do it. They do it. So now you pay $10 in subscription price, another $30 to see the movie, and your stock price soars after
Here
all
comes
that
the screen.
And you come tell me
To
that
Russell.
I didn't hit my
And
benchmark.
he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul
I'm
trouble.
glad this Garland
Take that one
Johansson
as a
has to
warning.
deal with this the way the rest of
D'Angelo
us have to
Russell,
deal with it,
couple
but
of
it's
free
fucked
throws
up.
on the way. Should take 75% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one.
Not one. So you can't see him, and you didn't hit them. And run along. And run along. And so
Good
that's what
recovery.
they
Gets a
do.
second free
Basically
throw.
what they're saying.
And that's what they said in response. We paid her $20 million, and we're done now. Goodbye.
No matter what you make.
Yeah. I don't care what your
To
contract
James.
says. You did a Disney movie. Disney proper Disney movie. There's no Disney streaming Disney Plus. You did a
Perfect
Disney movie,
feed to
which
set up
means
the basket.
Disney
Showing you
is gonna
why
do
he
fuck shit
belongs
with
here in
all
this
their
league
properties.
with the best of
They
the
own
best.
a streaming
Efficient
service. What we
scoring
got
out of the
coming
rookie here tonight.
Or anything that's
Suns
Disney.
control
If we
the
take our
possession.
shit and put it there,
Russell,
yeah, we
sizing
rock
up
it.
Cousins.
And sorry,
Here comes the
Scarlett
screen.
Johansson.
To
This is a
Booker.
Marvel world.
LeBron
I could have got the girl that
James.
stands in
Huge
front of 42nd Street
Oh,
to
he
come play
blocked
this
that with
role.
authority.
And it
Russell
might have done the same
to
thing. That's your
Rubio.
argument. It's going to always be your argument. It's the Green Bay Packers argument. It's the Spotify
On the
argument.
shot
It's
clock for
always
Phoenix.
that side of the argument. Until you got to go bring Randall Cobb back.
And the Lakers with the rebound.
I'm not trying to take the company's side.
James.
Oh, you think it does?
But at the same time, like,
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
from a company standpoint, people are not
Russell to Porter.
not putting this out.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns.
All right, let me get to the elevator room.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes.
And it said
New
that
personnel
she
onto
attempted
the
to do
floor.
that and was told to run
James
along.
into the front
Let's
court.
get to the elevator
Up by
room.
3.
Why this is important. They're going to have to bust down
Slam
the Royals.
dunk. He was
Maybe not
ready
now.
right at the tip.
What a
Maybe
first half
not
he's
right
having. He
now,
came out
right?
of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to
A
the
lot of
rim.
niggas went
Now
over
look
to
how
Spotify
easy the
after the
game
Joe
is
Budden
coming to.
blow up, and
To Booker.
Spotify had to explain the Joe Budden blow up.
Referee
Y'all
blows the
maybe
whistle.
still went there.
Jump ball coming.
But y'all came with questions. Yo, don't laugh.
Shifting gears.
Laugh
Here comes
that.
some
Hey,
substitutions.
man. Joe's a fuckhead. All right. That's all I need.
What's up?
This might not change for her.
LBJ.
But Disney
Count the
or
bucket for 2.
production
It
houses
sets a precedent.
Well, they
are
have
going
such
to
great
have
flow
to
to their
bust down
offense
and
this evening.
change
The
the
ball isn't
royalty
sticking to one
rate
player
for
individually.
streaming
It's moving around the
and
perimeter, and it's
for the
zipping.
actresses.
They're
So I'm
playing
glad
with
that the
special
Hollywood
cohesiveness.
white elite is now
Rubio
in the same
in a matchup
boat
with Boogie.
as the nigga
Lets it
musicians.
fly from beyond the
And
arc.
we want
That's
more
off the
money from
side of the rim.
streaming too.
Short.
And we don't get $20 million to show up.
Here comes
And
the
we want
screen.
it, and we think you should have it too. Everybody should get it.
Drive on the
But yeah, they gotta
baseline,
do
but his
something.
shot
That's
stays
not right.
out.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Porter
Pretty sure.
to Booker. Driving right to the basket. Look out, Devin Booker. 3 for 6 now.
But without her,
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Without her falling on the
LeBron
floor, like,
into the front
because they
court.
definitely probably
Leads
won't do
5.
business with her. Right. So now without her falling on the floor,
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Dario Saric able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
The screen sets him up for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
DeMarcus Cousins rejects it. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
So who knows how that will perform. And I know that's fine.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say
I've
no
seen some
foul.
of the lesser.
Oh,
actually,
don't
that's
see
what
the
Marvel
read,
is doing now.
be
They're
the
taking
read.
some of the stories that you
LeBron
might
James
have
with the
had
rock.
Avengers and X-Men. But they rock it. So I don't know how this would did had everything been okay. And I hope she gets her
And the
money.
rebound's
Like, I hope
taken in by
Rhea
Phoenix.
can do it.
and on top of that, like Disney, this was supposed to come last year.
Mikal Bridges
They pushed
to
this
Porter.
back about 4 times.
And the Lakers have the rebound.
That movie was pushed like some of these movies that they're banking a lot on.
Runner's good there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here's Rubio up top. They trail by 7. To Mikal Bridges. To Rubio.
You gotta come to the table and say, look, we going
For 3.
We don't want you to lose.
Can't connect. It's no good. LeBron into the front court. Lead stands at 7. LeBron James. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Phoenix with it. Porter to Rubio. Sizing up the defense. Fires the 3. That'll humble the rookie. Porter Jr. off the mark. To Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from long range. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma.
Shoot or shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Garbage.
Burns him for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Right, most of the world are workers. So when you say, yo, I made $20 million and that wasn't good enough,
Avery Bradley. He's 2 for 2
that's
now.
the narrative.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Like, so
Screen coming.
Control the pen. Control how the story gets told. Yeah, but today we're in a recognize
To Rubio. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
It's James controlling the offense. And the basket good at the rim. Now the Suns going to signal for a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
That's where the world is today, and we alignment with the world, right? The Screamo story came out, and they ran with
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Take care of my family.
To Crawford.
Whatever it was, we killed him. I was young, so I killed him too. Today,
Tough make through traffic.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
LeBron with it up top. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. James. 4-3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Mikal Bridges. Gets it in the left corner.
Garbage.
Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To James.
And my Spotify with me, and here we are, Disney too. It's always that. Disney, and we gave him $20 million.
Rebound Sharich.
Jump one.
And so again, the average reader is
Crawford.
like, damn, you are blessed. Our whole lineage hasn't made $20 million. You made it for
Across
3
the
months
timeline
before,
comes James.
right? So now
Looking to make
she
something
gets the
happen.
villain.
Big finish at the rim.
And now blackball
This
the
type
shit
of
out your
game
dumb
needs
ass
to
in
be
the middle.
celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Mikal Bridges. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he buries it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Deep left corner. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots each and every one.
Yeah, I'm down there talking to the billionaire executive.
First one
of the
goes down.
That's what I was doing.
That's your bad.
Yo, the conference or whatever, seminar.
Seminar.
Yo, the seminar about his cousin. We didn't even think about it. That's why there was girls there. It's about NBA players.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Yo, issue was in Atlanta. Like for the draft. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Watch what Trae Young does once in the
Or New
playoffs.
York at all? It's just very talented cousin.
The Suns with 4 to shoot to Mikal Bridges.
Neither one of them came to the
Fires the 3. Mikal Bridges forced that one. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Really amazing.
To Crawford. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Crawford shot off the mark. James.
No.
Phoenix has the ball. Short jumper off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Excellence photo. You see that, right?
To James.
Wait, and issues it. I'm black excellence, bastard.
Danny Green.
Oh, wait, no, this is the lightest nigga in his family.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up here. And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Like you the OG of this. Like you got the old nigga suit on. Nigga, why ain't jazz up the pockets? Pocket shit. Nah, I wasn't even aware that.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
Yo, it was at the fucking draft when a family member gets drafted. No wonder we talking about generation one with all this shit. Yo, Ish, how you feel, man? About don't do that. I'm asking you, gotta be specific about what? A lot of shit. That's
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip.
He got drafted. He got drafted. It's still a blessing. I don't give a fuck if you get drafted. Didn't get drafted. 98. Yeah, it's still it's a blessing. So you can't.
Bradley.
Look at it as such.
Here comes the screen.
It's great.
To Bradley.
I did one.
Dario Saric sends it away.
We would have never
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I say this a lot. And it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
The Eagles hate the Cowboys, but they're friends if we can hurt the Giants. I feel like that exists in basketball too. The Warriors hate the Warriors, the Pacers, and the Hawks now have it out for the Giants. Scream that scroll down. Not the Giants. The Knicks wanted to take your nephew with their little ass.
Anthony Davis swats it. This will be out of bounds off of Davis.
I'm happy about that. What did the Knicks do? What we did? They had the 19th pick. Traded back for some draft capital. They had the 21 pick. They weren't big on Kai Jones. And they weren't big on Keon Johnson.
No good. Lauren Key from 3/4 court. From beyond half court. Gets it to go. From long distance. A fitting cap at the end of the first half. First half in the books with the Lakers in command.
Kuminga. They were big on all of them. They were big on your nephew. I'm out of here, man. Listen, congratulations to your nephew. Congratulations to the Knicks. I hope some of them pan out. And congratulations to everybody that was drafted. We'll see how this goes. How we feel? I'm feeling it.
Entered the locker room.
Westbrook to the Lakers is talk. That's where we at.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Back to that Liberty Bell.
Whatever the process.
He's still there. What am I sleeping? It's still processing. It says it's spam. Good luck over. Yo, anyway, they let the Knicks process catch up. I like Westbrook.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
we just stuck in this. We gotta win today. So now we're gonna beat
To Russell.
Yeah. You're gonna fuck yourself. And you're gonna get another max deal. You're gonna have to max all 3 of them out. There you go. Now you killing.
Great dish to set it up. With the flush, taking on all comers.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you've won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Way more than we give them credit for. So if you look at most of the good teams in the NBA,
It's Phoenix ball.
Phoenix, Utah, those quality teams, even if you want to say the Clippers. Yo,
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Here's your chance to break this thing.
Come on.
And all those other motherfuckers to win.
Russell into the front court. Trailing by 14. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Goes to the left side.
What I gotta do?
Russell.
The Lakers make the Western Conference Finals.
Yes.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
LeBron wants the ball in his hands less.
First free throw is good.
Less minutes. And who better to have than Russell Westbrook as the motor if LeBron is not on the floor, 1 and 2. If I have to put the ball in Russell Westbrook's hand and take it out LeBron, then LeBron's on the way. And I'll take
Goes 2 for 2.
Also, my people, Westbrook, one of my favorite players is, it's only his brain. It's only his brain.
It's James controlling the offense.
You get Russell Westbrook's ability with LeBron's brain. That's not a knock. I love Russell Westbrook. I've never won. But
here comes the
if
screen.
you put LeBron's basketball leadership and leadership and all that shit with Russell's ability at this rate work.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play.
I was behind him. How'd I have a bad foul?
People need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach.
That's garbage. I was way behind, dude. That shouldn't have been no foul.
But I'm happy for this because I like to see that stay on 10.
No, he's not Tom Brady.
Oh, he can't connect.
But you got to be a GOAT to be able to.
Yeah, exactly. Without nobody saying. Exactly.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder in the defensive end.
At game 3.
He said, Silver, shut up.
To Russell.
Yeah. Okay. Again, yo, you still need a bench. You still haven't addressed the big man problem. You're not out here with Mark Gasol.
Gets a look. Can't hit. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Like this, I would have loved for him to go to the league.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
To
Russell. And he'll head to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Check this out. We got this segment we do called Sleepers. It's fine.
D'Angelo Russell at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some more, some no in this contest. First one,
Hey, speed this up a little bit so they understand what type of time I'm on, man. You ready to do old music? Just do what I gotta do. One of the remix maxi single verses. Ground Transman, shout out to Edition.
able to convert on
Tell
both free
everybody
throws.
old enough to know about this. I was gonna play this.
Bradley to Davis. Danny Green down low for Davis. To Kyle Kuzma. Had a chance, but it's no good.
Play Brady White, West Side Gun 3.
Niggas go missing when I'm done with the shit. The kitchen key back and me the back of grand. Yo, don't you rock your body for a half a man.
And the rebound.
take them down by 9.
Niggas go missing when I'm done with the shit. The kitchen key back, give me the bag of green.
So you won't be an option. Took the game over like I'm supposed to. So you won't be an option.
My man.
Game over like I'm supposed to. So you won't be an option.
What?
Remember the whole Six Flags situation I was telling you about?
So you won't be an option.
Yeah.
It was today.
Yeah, I remember.
But it's canceled now
Why?
because Nia's sister friend got shot.
Wow.
First try,
She
no
said that
good.
her friend's okay.
Crazy. What was he at? What were they at?
No good on the first, no good on the second.
Are you guys
0
watch
for
this
2.
movie?
What?
Russell with it up top. His guys
Yeah, I plan on
trail
watching
by
it.
10.
It's on the HBO Max in like 3 months.
Yeah.
Whew.
Down to 5 on the 24.
I have nothing to
Has a
do,
look.
dude.
Step back jumper.
Well, if you don't make plans, yeah, you have nothing to
Might
do.
have been
Extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
James
So what are they
in the
doing
front
since
court.
they ain't going to Great
It's
America?
an 8-point lead. Bradley to James. Aaron Baines with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Okay, I'm about to go back.
You about to go back where?
Oh, do you want to see the video? Let me see if it's good. It's good.
Anthony Davis. Couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. And hits the first free throw.
She move in front of your face every time. Somebody said babysitting. Yeah, you have to explain to her how lip syncing works. You over enunciating.
Yeah.
So he hits the
Did
first.
she tear his
Russell into the front court. His guys down by 9. To Booker.
Where is this at?
In my room.
Over-
I'm 17th
Oh,
Street.
17th Street.
To Russell. Shot clock. It's coming down.
Oh, with her. What is she?
She's just moving her mouth. Like, literally just moving her mouth.
I'm like, what is she saying?
Hilarious.
Alright. Bye.
Here comes the screen. Rubio to Booker. Anthony Davis pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Rubio into the front court. Up 5. Jamal
Come
Crawford.
on.
He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epic gimmick of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's Suns ball. Crawford to Rubio. And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Booker. To Russell. Off the assist.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Stuffs it down with authority. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Russell with it up top. Leads 5. Here comes the screen. To Porter. Deep left corner. Porter. Booker. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Garbage.
Russell into the front court. Leads 3. Deep right corner. JaVale McGee tips it. Beyond the arc for 3. That won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To Russell. From long range. Too good to leave that wide open. D'Angelo Russell hits.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
To Russell. And he finishes at the rim.
So many concerns about his strength and, more importantly,
Garbage. Just don't.
Solid on that play.
Now the Lakers gonna
He
use
was
a
up by
timeout
fucking
as
15. Now we fucking down.
Fourth quarter.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
Down to Green. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. McGee powers it through.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Good look that time, but off the mark. To Booker. Here's a chance from long range. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker, good closeout, still knocks it down.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Count the basket inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocked loose. Booker. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
Garbage.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a deep...
Just play the music. Like, do we need the artist there? Stop rapping over the records.
I mean, it was good to see.
He's like the police. He's the police chief. Does his last name begin with an O, a C, or a B?
But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. To Booker. Porter. To Kelly Oubre. Anthony Davis sends it away. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Time for some new personnel into the game. Booker to Rubio. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Second of 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. Lakers at the controls right now. He throws it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Into the front court, it's Booker. Looking to make something happen. Shot from the lane won't go. Here's Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. Booker to Mikal Bridges. Oubre to Rubio. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out. For 3. Not that time. He misses. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you.
Oh, come on.
Be the entire ball game.
To Mikal Bridges. To Rubio. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
And throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Suns with the basketball. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Garbage.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Bradley to Davis. Here comes the screen. Here's Davis. Not that time. Here comes the intentional foul with 10 seconds on the clock.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team. And at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
This is that bullshit.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Now the Lakers are going to call.
This is exactly when the computer's not trying to let you win no matter what you do.
Quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game.
Really, you gonna hold the ball, huh?
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, it's the Suns with the victory.
That's complete garbage.
Won by 4. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more,
on behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.